Hello. Happy, beautiful Monday, people. So excited to be here with you. So excited to have sunshine, love, light. I'm going to go ahead and get started inviting some people. If you saw that, you probably watched the replay. And for those of you starting to tune in, if you catch this message, I just invite you to please invite friends, family, anyone who may need some inspiration or just motivation, or maybe just hearing someone else's story, life challenges. That's what we're here to share. I have had some amazing women begin sharing their stories with me. Whew. It took me a while to get Val DeRose interview up, so I apologize if you were watching on Wednesday, or excuse me, Thursday, and you saw we could not, she was on her live, I was on mine. For some reason, we're trying to figure out what permissions we need. She had realized on her computer she did not have permission to share her video with Facebook. So that was a hoop that she had to jump through. And then I realized for myself as we start to do these interviews that there will be specific people that pop up that have a little green camera by their name. So if you notice that you have a green camera and you would like to jump on and share, please start raising your hand, commenting below, or request. I think you can request to come on with me. I would love to hear your stories. I would love to hear anything that you relate to, that resonates with you. Sometimes we hear someone say something and it instantly brings back a memory, sparks an idea. And in those moments, that is absolutely intention and greater consciousness, letting you know that you have a story that they need to hear. We're going to talk about some things that have pushed me down this path over my last year. One that just came into my mind was path changers. What I was just talking to you about was truly being a path changer. When you're going through your day and you're inspired to say something to somebody like hello or smile, or who knows what it could be, but when you have that inspiration, take that moment. Oh my gosh, peek behind your mask and smile. Put it back on. Try to make somebody laugh. Just bring joy to them, because we are seeing a lot more darkness than we have experienced in a lot of our lifetimes. We were not around during the Dark Ages, people. That was so long ago. Sad to think that we are having to see and hear about a lot of the things that our ancestors had to deal with during the Dark Ages. I know it's just the turn in that moment. We are just at that point of starting to see the darkness. So some of you might be going well, Nikki, it was just COVID. Don't be so serious. I hear that a lot. Well, let's just say, yeah, we have a lot. Okay, I've invited about 20 people. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Yay, glad to see you. I had to catch up and see who hopped on. Okay, I think it is just about 3 o'clock. Yay, right on the nose. Now, let me get a good spot here. And of course, I'm going to need some water and my notes. Alrighty, well, so excited to share my life with you and to be able to just teach through community. That's my goal. I believe right now we're all just at home having to connect with our social devices. I'm not one of those people. So I'm learning to be. I am learning to say, there are so many more people that I could reach, that I could share my message with, that I could share my heart with. And that makes me happy. I love sharing my heart and having my heart be received through my highest intention. And if that person has their highest intention in this world, they are able to receive my message clearly. And that's just a beautiful thing. I have met some amazing people in my life. I want to share these stories with you. Ran into another dear friend of mine who I've known for about a year now, just trying to help her out. She almost had knee surgery, and I helped her avoid it. And the story she told me today, just today in the sauna, I didn't want to cry in front of her because she is an amazing woman, has 15 children. So you know what, I'll go ahead and just start off there. I feel really inspired to share this story. I met this mother of 15 amazing Samoan children. She comes from Samoa and has lived here in Hurricane area for, I think she said about 15 years now or so, 14 years. I know a couple of her stories, and so trying to get that timeline in my mind. But when I met her about a year ago, we would sit in the sauna together just as strangers, and she always had knee braces on. Not typical knee braces that cover your whole knee, but the one that just kind of keeps your kneecap in place. Some of you might know they're kind of like straps. And I've seen a lot of girls wear them, even in my dance class that I will talk about in a little bit too. And when I see these women, my friends, my sisters, I see them wearing knee braces, ankle braces, wrist braces, and they're trying their best. And I say to myself, I know they don't have to feel that way. I know they don't have to have surgery. I know these things, but they don't. So I try my best to use my intuition, to always be guided by my heart, and to share my love for healing with them. Share my true, honest self with no ulterior motive, no intentions to better me, because I know truly that by me bettering my sisters, my brothers, that is me truly receiving the blessing at the same time, because my favorite message is that I am you and you are me. That through our light, we are connected. Through our love, we are eternally connected. And so I meet people regularly and try to inspire them to find alternative ways of healing their bodies before they go into heavy prescriptions, heavy pain meds, or a very intensive surgery, which would be, of course, joint replacement. I think right now that's probably one of the most unnecessary surgeries that is just, it's been spreading like wildfire forever. And I'm passionate about it because my dad had his knees replaced. I know one for sure. Darn it, I think he had both of them. Maybe not. I hope not. That was years ago. But he's had some surgery since then. So I'm very passionate about helping people understand what they can do and how we have the power to heal our body through so many different avenues. So this woman, I begin getting to know her situation. She comes to play pickleball at Summit Athletic Club. She comes to be with her husband and her friends, and she just has this beautiful smile and joy that she carries with her. And to hear her story of pain, I shared a piece of my love, my passion, which is myofascial release. And I'm sure you've watched some of my lives. If you haven't, get back on my page and get over there and watch them. And super simple method. And as a mother, and I think she's a grandmother now, I knew this was going to be something that she needed to do at home. She was already coming to do what she enjoyed at the gym. And I thought, gosh, if she could get a rolling pin, just like when she's baking, and sit down on the couch and roll her quads and roll around her knees and her hamstrings, I bet she's going to see results. So I started to bring these messages, started to say, hey, just use a rolling pin. Do you have a baseball bat? Because the class, I'll be honest, some people are a little bit intimidated by my master trainer's class. I feel like my class is a little bit less intimidating. I try to make it that way so everyone feels like their body can be heard. And I started teaching her some home remedies for just working with her muscles in a myofascial release process. And gosh, I had seen her off and on. She hadn't tried them. Was thinking about going to the class. And I just saw her today. And it's probably been since January, since we had this conversation. She didn't have her knee braces on when she walked into the sauna. And I'm sitting there by myself like I always do, my headphones on. I look up and I see her and I was like, hey, are you feeling better? And I didn't even ask her, how are you doing? I just could tell she was feeling better. And she looked at me and she smiled and she's like, thank you. I did it. I sat and I rolled and I rolled and my knees feel better. I can walk straighter. I can run and move better. She said she still wears her braces to protect her. And I said, good job. But she said, I don't hurt anymore and I can take them off. Take them off when I come in the sauna. Take them off when I'm running around at home. She wears them when she needs that support, just like life should be. We use tools in the world when we need support, but we don't depend on them. We don't put our entire consciousness focus on something in this world that is not part of us. This world is changing and adapting way too quickly for us to continue to put our trust, belief, connection on things outside of ourselves. We are at this point in time where myself and many, many other light workers, starseed, energy workers, guides, way showers, psychics, let's go with the old school word, anyone who is feeling energy, feeling this shift, listening to their higher consciousness, of course, listening to our Savior. Christ consciousness is just swarming the world right now, swarming the world with that white light. And if you are feeling this vibe, if you are there and you are with us, you are being directed to share your testimony, share your love, share the insight to your prayer, share that book that was referred to you and just made you have that aha moment. Share. We need to connect and connect with ourselves. So when you find things that help you learn a little bit about yourself, ourself, thank you. I'm glad you love this. Ourself is who we should be going for to ask, like, what's going on in the world today? How do I feel about it? Where do I need to have a voice in this movement? Ask yourself these questions. Don't ask media. Don't reach out and ask other people when you should be sharing your opinion. No, share your opinion when you feel inspired. Share you as much as you can and learn more of who you are, because I know for myself, I had a hard time sharing who I was. Different times in my life, as my last speaker just explained, she remembers seeing her family go through some awkward situations in sharing their opinions behind closed curtains versus sharing their opinions right out in everybody's faces. And I think that's where we're at. There's no more, telling one person or telling two people. You have a story, you have something to tell. You begin sharing your voice. And this is what I've learned. Don't go to your friends and family. No. Everybody we know has a preconceived notion of who we are. Maybe that one time we were doing something together and we said something and they go, oh, that tells me you're this kind of person. So we all do that, but let's try and let go of those as we listen to this and we become more aware. Let's try and let go of the fact that people do have these ideas and the fact that we have these ideas about other people. And let's journey into this idea is that the more I learn myself, I learn about how I feel, I learn about how I think, I learn why I want things and why I don't want them. Have you ever asked yourself a question and tried not to find a reason for your answer? Ooh, we had a fun mentor that we did an amazing retreat with, and he posed the question, do you like chocolate or vanilla? Super simple. However, when you answer such a simple question, most of the time you say, for me, chocolate. Instant responses, why? Well, we do this in our life every day. Why do I like this? Why do I choose to express this? Why do I not? So instead, stop looking for the why. We're done. We have spent so much of our life trying to figure out why. So, if we learn to go within, we learn to be ourselves, we learn to feel instead of see, we learn to feel instead of hear what's going on out there. Let's listen to what is within. Let's go deeper. Let's become our highest selves, constantly connected to Christ consciousness, whatever form that might be for you. I'm not declaring any religion. I'm declaring that Christ consciousness is a white light that surrounds this world, and I feel it in my heart. You decide what that feeling in your heart looks like for you. It might be a different color. It probably is golden, if not white, because golden is the color of source creation. And there's many beautiful things that you can tap into when you start to go within. You close your eyes, maybe. Maybe you start practicing meditation. Maybe you start listening to audibles or mantras or so many beautiful things that we had in ancient times that would help us go within. I know I was talking about something else, but I was just inspired to share a sound healing opportunity that we all have. We can say things, we can feel things, we can close our eyes and go within and see things inside of our minds. These are all beautiful techniques of connecting within. And then we can start to feel things from the world. And I like to use the word vibration. Vibration comes in, and we can allow it to open us up, to make us more aware, or we can allow it to come in, heal our hearts, shift our energy. But vibration is beautiful. Vibration is a choice. Vibration is an opportunity to shift your current state. You're not feeling too well? Shift your vibration. You don't know how to do that? Turn on really loud music that vibrates your entire house. It is just a quick and easy fix because you will definitely feel different once that happens. And if you are looking for specifics, sound healing, sound bowls, there are many people in your communities. I have some amazing friends who play the sound bowls, so I'll be bringing them on. And I have been able to find all of these different resources in my life to help keep me in a mindset of finding myself and finding tools that truly showed me who I was. So I want to go back and talk about fascia and that amazing woman that I found. She was just one of probably 100 people that I have shared my passion for that specific healing technique. And out of the 100 people, maybe half of them actually tried it, showed up for a class, bought a roller, watched one of my lives. And maybe out of those 50 that tried it, maybe about 25 of them tried it twice. And, you know, after that, there's probably only about 10 to 20 that are true believers, that have had a healing, that have attended multiple classes where they've lost a pain, and they've made it a regular part of their life. So I realized that because I have found my ability to express myself, I'm doing my life's purpose. But if I had stopped and I had allowed maybe some past, I got it too, past lack of mindset, whether it is I can't, whether it is I shouldn't. I mean, some people, it's just a constant thing, but we've all had it at one point in our life where we begin to doubt why we do what we do and if we're even capable of doing it. So as a child, I expressed myself a lot. I know I said this on some past videos, and definitely saw the adult side of what that self-expression got me. But I'm thankful that I did, because now that I have that confidence that I didn't have then, because now I've learned that by expressing what I love, expressing who I am, I'm able to touch people's lives, to heal them, to help them avoid surgery, pain, heartache. In other forms of my healing, sadness, depression, anxiety. So I learned, I stood up for myself, and I've been teaching, and I've been in people's faces, and I've been saying, where's your roller? And I have stories now. I have healing stories. So if you know someone who is struggling and you know they want more, you see them trying, you see them at the gym, you see them in walking around the neighborhood, maybe trying to recover from surgery. When you see people that you know want more, deserve more, and are willing to work for it and believe in themselves, please send them to me. Please send me to them. Please make that connection, because I know in my heart, I am here to help and to share education and knowledge. I'm not here to control. I'm not here to tell you that you have to sign up for a year program. I'm here to tell you that I've learned things. And all I want to do, all my heart's passion, is to share them with you. And whatever that looks like, I believe in an energy exchange, that what I give out will come back to me. It may come from you, and it may come from somebody you know. But we're here to share. We are here to lift each other up. And that mission, that's just the beginning. Fascia was just the beginning. So with that, I was going to Summit, and I was taking these dance classes. I talked a little bit about my little cute, I made it, I don't even know what it's called, halter, tank top, crop top. And that's how I express myself. So I'm going to show you guys. I hope you like to see some funny, artsy, creative stuff. But I express myself through dance and creativity. I love, love, love to sing in the shower. I'm one of those crazy girls. I love to sing in the car. If you've seen my black Suburban, just go ahead and fist pump with me, because that's probably what's going on as I'm rolling down the street. And I just, like I was saying earlier, sound healing, music healing, that's part of me. That's part of my self-expression. So as we get through this conversation, if any of you would like to share how you express yourself, I said this in the beginning, but I know I've had Melissa and Cassidy, a couple other girls jump on. So if you want to share how you express yourself, comment below, join on. I'd love to try out this whole dual camera thing. So self-expression. So there I am, I'm dancing, and I'm loving this class, and I'm realizing I can close my eyes and dance. I can spin around. I can get the dance moves wrong. And I'm at this point where I don't even care. I love me, and I love my dance instructor, and I love my music so much. Sometimes I pretend it's just me, and I just look at her real fast, make sure I'm not messing up or going the wrong way so I don't run into anyone. And I dance, and I get it, and I love myself in that moment. And that's full expression. That is full energy vibes, just heading out, hitting you guys in this world. So she decided she was going to express herself by creating some fun t-shirts. This one says Squeeze It, Yellow Lemon, and of course has her super awesome logo, L-Dub Club, just be you, just be yourself. And because that was her mission, she wanted to be her. She's like, I want to remember to just be. So I'm going to make this brand, and I'm going to make this, and I'm going to inspire my club, my girls, my dancers, my friends to be themselves. So believe it or not, these all started out as like full-size t-shirts, but I decided, hey, this one was going to get cropped. It was going to get braided along the side right here with some laces. It was going to get shredded out in the back. So you could see, I could wear like a fun yellow sports bra or something underneath. So that was just the beginning. And something that was probably her least inspirational. Trying Squeeze It's pretty inspirational when you're on the dance floor. But this girl, she's all about inspiration. This shirt that I have on right here says transformation. It has a butterfly. Shift, change, and renew. Oh, could we all just shift, change, and renew, and transform, and do it all again? Love it, love it. Quick, a couple more, FabFit February. So fun. This one is beautiful, and because I love DNA, I do DNA nutrition as well. This one says, The earth has music for those who listen. Oh, so many inspirational thoughts, so much love. And so what I did with each of them is I got a little self-expressive, chopped them up. Some of these long ones, I know you saw this in my first video, you could, and just left it kind of long, shredded out the back. And I've been wearing these every Monday because I go to this class every Monday, and I don't want to take them off because I'm here to express myself. And all of these t-shirts, every single one I've made, I mean, it just has a little piece of me. It has a little bit of why I go to my dance class and why I love it, and how important my self-expression has been on this journey of happiness. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see my light, but I have to be honest with you. The level of happiness I carry in my heart right now is just magnificent. It is absolutely magnificent. And just finding little fun things like this to share with you guys. I hope that you can find things that just make your heart beat a little bit faster. Start singing in the shower. Start dancing in your bedroom. Start cutting up your clothes and just get all creative. Like, we all know we have like at least 5 shirts, 2 or 3 pairs of pants that we could like cut them up, put some patches on them, maybe change the length. So many different options, so many ways to express yourself. Like I said, music for me is huge, but for that amazing woman I interviewed last week, Val Giroux finds comedy. Comedy is her favorite way to express herself. And why not? Bringing this dark world, this sadness, these, like I said, medieval times that we are just at the brink of beginning. Why not start laughing about it now? So I encourage all of you, if you have not seen that interview and if you love comedy, message me. We will get on here. We will do like a comedy night. We will all come up with jokes, COVID jokes, the nose up your nose test joke. So many things that now are just kind of pathetic that all the truths are coming out. So lots of jokes, lots of dark, horrible, evil things that we can just laugh about and say, hey, we're not blind. We see what's going on, but we're not going to get all sad and depressed when we find out everybody we trusted was corrupt. We're going to instead love ourselves and say, you know what? I've always been me, and I've always known who I was. And now I'm learning to express myself even better, to know and trust myself at a higher level. And that's what Ascension is all about. That's how I know that I'm an Ascension advocate, because I feel it in my heart every day. I yearn to find a way, a tool, a method of being happier, of making sure my husband, my children, and my loved ones are happier, because I feel it. I feel this knowledge, this knowing that happiness and love and light are constantly surrounding me. And I just have to open up my mind, start creating, start getting excited about life, start finding fun elements of the earth. Let's go into that. Let's go into what Nikki does to just bring a different vibe, sensation, a different essence into her house. I just recently, as well as all this crazy energy stuff, crystals, amazing. I just got introduced to sage. And so what this is a sage bundle. And we have many amazing women here in Southern Utah who make these at home. They can ship them out to you. And what it starts to do, you can see, it'll just start to smoke there just lightly. And if you move it around, you help that smoke to move. And what sage is known to do for us is bring positive energy and clear the negative energy. Who wouldn't want to just breathe in some freshly burned sage, especially if they knew it was clearing any negativity that maybe they experienced at work, maybe they experienced driving, maybe they experienced with a child or a loved one that just brought a little bit of pain or heartache in. And when you have sense elements of the earth around you, you suddenly are able to feel different. It is an energy exchange between you and this tiny little piece that our Creator made for us. Trust in your plants, trust in your herbs, trust in your garden. Start to go within. You have the medicine, always. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to ask, what if we run out? You'll always have abundance because abundance comes from within. So, I have so many beautiful things in my life. I believe that my life now is a true manifestation of the happiness and joy that I was always knowing was there and desired every day to find. If you have any topics that you would like to talk about, this week is, let me grab that. This week is fun because going back on my themes, first we talked about self-awareness. So if you didn't see that one, please watch for my YouTube link. I started a YouTube channel and I'll post that here on Facebook. And self-awareness, we talked about first with Cindy Jacobson, an amazing woman who is now doing equine therapy with horses here in St. George. And we also then talked about self-awareness this past week with Val Duro, and that is on my YouTube. So this week I have scheduled, not double confirmed, but scheduled, Miss Holly Hope from here in St. George. Holly Hope's own amazing business because she does so much and she's amazing at all of it. I was trying to think, she doesn't need a title. She's Holly. She is going to talk to us about self-acceptance, and she's also going to be offering her free ebook or her book for free to download on self-acceptance. So that's going to be amazing to have that resource. And self-expression, there's so many things, so many ways that we can learn about ourselves. So I want to continue this idea as we move through self-acceptance, and self-love will be our final week for Thanksgiving. I'm going to constantly continue to talk about self-expression. I'm going to leave that as the open topic for the month because I know the more you express yourself, the more self-aware you become, the more self-accepting you become, and the more self-love you have. And so I want to push this into December, and I really, really, really want to focus on some key topics that are going to help bring that awareness of self and open up opportunities for people to get to know who they are, who they think they want to be, and who they choose to be every day. Because the world sees us as somebody, our loved ones see us as somebody, and unfortunately, most of the time, we see ourselves as somebody else. That is part of the self-awareness that I really want to get into with Miss Holly, or excuse me, the self-acceptance that I want to get into with Miss Holly Hope, is that when we can accept ourselves, we can connect who we want to be in our mind with who we are on the outside. And doing that is what connects mind, body, and soul. Accepting our light and our dark, accepting our self-expression, even if, like, I wore this tank top and someone was like, Nikki, why'd you cut your shirt? Like, it's ruined. What were you thinking? I would still love my shirt and I would still love myself. This is a piece of me. This is a piece of my self-expression. Every single little hole on here has my love in it, so nobody can take that away from me. And that's where I want you to be with your self-love and your self-expression. And it will become self-acceptance, and we will all become more aware each day that this is a choice in every moment, in everything we do. It is never an opportunity that has already passed. It is an opportunity that is always in the present moment. You always get to decide. Even if you didn't express yourself yesterday, you can express yourself today. Even if you're in the middle of a conversation and you want to say something and somebody triggers you and really, really gets you deep down inside, and you go, and you shut down and you don't express yourself, that's okay. You have the next conversation. Every time we just become more aware if we're expressing ourselves and if we're not. That awareness is what puts you on the path of a healthier relationship with yourself and expressing who you really are. Because yourself loves you and yourself is waiting for you to love them back. And by expressing yourself and taking that seriously, you are showing yourself honor and respect and light. Beautiful, 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 beautiful rays of light from your heart and your soul are uniting with your body and saying we can be one. And this body can express, and this voice can express the way my true highest self sees me. And there no longer has to be a division. We can unite and feel safe and trusted and loved amongst each other. We no longer must look for acceptance in the mainstream media or Fashion Week. I love you all. And if Fashion Week's your thing, I didn't mean to offend you. Express yourself with your clothes, but don't go looking at other people's idea of fashion and believe that that's what you have to wear. Because, you know, honestly, the trends, my daughter was so hard on me about my bell bottoms and my flared jeans, and the trends are all coming back. You be you. And if you were born in the 80s and you still dress like the 90s, rock it. Fluorescent colors, New Kids on the Block. I love it all. So express yourself. Look for new ways to express yourself. And if you don't have any idea how to express yourself, start looking in the mirror. And that's it. Because sometimes if we just look at ourselves long enough, something will come to our mind. Especially if you practice eye gazing. You should all eye gaze with yourselves. Stare deep into your eyes for a long time. In the mirror. Where's my camera? There's my camera. When you eye gaze with yourself or with another person, your soul is able to receive information that they would want to tell you if maybe they had the confidence or the self-love or the ability to express themselves. So just like we can learn from other people, we can learn from ourselves constantly. So I love you all. Happy Monday. Have a great week expressing yourself, being yourself, showing your love and your light and your darkness. It's okay. We all have a little bit of darkness. And I'm very thankful that I can see the love and the light inside of you, even when you have darkness. There's some people in this world who cannot, and they judge us, they look down on us. But I want to share that piece of myself with you before I say goodbye. We all will feel darkness, especially this next year. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. There will be a lot of darkness revealed. That may cause pain or depression, sadness, anxiety. Feel it, live it, and release it. But know that you decide how long you express it. No one gets to tell you when it's time to not be sad. No one gets to tell you when it's time to not freak out over COVID or wear your mask anymore. When you feel ready to take the mask off, you do it. When you feel ready to stop stressing or worrying or being scared of any of the things, you decide. But you have the right to hang on to that as long as you feel you need to, because you need to protect yourself, love yourself, and put yourself first. So I love you all. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Reach out. Be love. Be light. Don't be afraid to use your voice. And don't be afraid to be silent when your voice is not respected. We all deserve respect and love. That's what I give to you. I send you my respect, my love, my honor, my light, that you are me and I am you. Namaste.